So I didn't actually think that I would be selling these watches, but that's the way collecting watches and enjoying watches goes. So I put a video up not too long ago just talking about this Black Bay GMT and why I think it's, well, I've got a love-hate relationship with it. And after that, I actually had a good chat with one of my friends, or two of my friends actually, but one in particular who both like watches. And he was looking at potentially keeping a Rolex Explorer 2 for a decade or longer to give to his son. But he kind of came to the conclusion that he doesn't wear it as much as he would like. He doesn't enjoy wearing it as much as he used to because he's got a Black Bay 36 and a Black Bay 58, and they're both just more comfortable on his wrist. So he tries to wear it, but takes it off after about 48 hours because it doesn't have the comfort that he enjoys. And one of my other friends just bought a Submariner, and before that, well, currently owns an IWC Pilot, which is about 43 millimeters in diameter and probably about 50 millimeters thick. And then he's got a Breitling Navitimer, which is considerably bigger again than his Submariner. And again, he's kind of gone through a similar experience where he just doesn't enjoy wearing his other watches as much as his Submariner, just from a comfort and size on the wrist perspective. And it's not like we're making mistakes here. We're just learning as we go and buy our watches and what we like and what we don't like. So following those two conversations, I came home and I tried on my Omega, my 58, and these two, and I spent about 10-15 minutes just trying them on and really thinking about what I want to do next with my watches and what I enjoy and what I'm looking for, and came to the conclusion that it's time to sell the GMT, and it has now sold. It's just a size, simple as that. The heft and the thickness and the width of the bracelet, all of those three things just make it a watch that I don't enjoy as much as I should. I've had it for 2 years. It's not like I haven't tried. I've enjoyed my ownership, but it's just a little bit too big for me. I said I'd never sell my Longines. I've only got about 500 quidish for it. It didn't make sense to sell it in isolation. I've owned that watch for 8 years. About 8 years, I think. I've wore it almost daily for 5 years, in and out of work. It's been to Florida with me. It's been lots of adventures with me. I've used it as a beta, and I've had a fantastic time with it. But with my Omega and my two Tudors, and what will be my Omega and my Tudor and my next watch, it just doesn't get worn. So to add to the funds for the next watch, it made sense to sell my Longines at this time. It's a funny old world. I didn't plan to sell this until it was discontinued, but that could be another 5 years. Could be 2 years, could be 5 years, but that's time with a watch that I'm not particularly enjoying that much. Aesthetically, I still adore it. I'm a bit gutted to be selling it, but it's time to move on. So yeah, there you go. If you've got a watch you're not wearing, and unless there's a really specific reason you're keeping it, like sentimental value obviously, or another reason, move on. Life is too short. Just enjoy some other watches. Obviously I'll put up a video about what watch I get when I get it and what other watches I looked at. I'm not going to string it out. Like I say, I'm not a YouTuber. I'll just update you with what I purchased and what I looked at the same time as a part of the same video, probably. I might do an unboxing and then a review afterwards, because you do need to get used to these things. But yeah, time to move on and experience some different watches. As always, if you've got any questions, let me know.